Thunderground was released on the Atari 2600 by Sega in 1983. It combines elements of Combat, Dig Dug, and Frogger. Must be an awesome game, right? Well, let's see. You control a tank whose mission is to destroy all 6 nuclear bases on the screen, which are guarded by 2 enemy tanks and protected by force fields. You dig through tunnels, evade the enemy tanks, break through the force field, which you'll have to do by plowing into it, and then destroying the base behind it by firing. There are 2 types of enemy tanks, or Core Ranger tanks as they're referred to in the manual. The white tanks can only move through existing tunnels, and the blue ones can dig through tunnels of their own, and both shoot at you. While the difficulty increases as the game goes on, you're not really presented with much variety otherwise. There are no new enemies, the amount of Core Ranger tanks doesn't increase, and there aren't any obstacles or barricades thrown into the mix. Sometimes they change it up a little bit by throwing in stages where there are no tunnels whatsoever, leaving the opposition to roam around and shoot at you freely. Or there'll be stages where you'll have to destroy all 6 bases in a particular order, but aside from general variations like that, you won't get any changes of scenery, and unfortunately there's no 2-player mode. Despite this, Thunderground offers a pretty fun experience. Even though you'll end up wanting to just blast through the other tanks all day, you have to keep in mind the time limit, as you're racing against the clock. Not to mention the fact that a replacement tank comes in shortly thereafter anyway, so kill shit only when it benefits you by allowing easier access to the bases, and then get the hell out of there quickly. So there's a bit of a stealth element to it, even if it is an archaic one. It's a dumb move to just stampede in and try to blow all the bases at once. You're almost guaranteed to get taken out. You're better off doing a lot of brief retreating. This keeps the game from being a one-dimensional, mindless button masher. So, yeah, it's a pretty good game, but there's some unfulfilled potential. It really could have been a hidden gem in the 2600 library if it had a little more spice to the stew.
You want the yellow